Hey BC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to post a quick video here. BC cheer to all of you. Just needed to post a quick video here to do a couple of recent finds, some VCLT. I will be doing a couple videos later this afternoon too. I just trying to shoot this one before I go off to work. But I'm gonna do my contest drawing tonight. I meant to do it like last Tuesday, and things got kind of busy. And also I was trying to set up to do something a little bit different than what we've normally done with our contest drawing, but it didn't quite work out. So maybe I'll save that for next contest or whatever. So I'll do the contest drawing tonight, and then also, what else? Oh, I need to do my album of the week. I mean, we're already into, what's today, Wednesday, Thursday, and I haven't done my album of the week yet. So I'm going to do those two videos tonight. But anyway, let me kind of jump into what I wanted to share. And let's start with the VCLT, because that's always the most important thing. Let's see, what's playing in the background? I don't know if you can quite hear it or not. Early in the morning, I don't have it playing too loud, but the SOS band. This is the best of, kind of their greatest hits. Definitely one of my favorite 80s R&B bands. I mean, you talk about R&B done right, man, forget that crap that's out there today. This stuff is the real deal. So if you're a big R&B fan, make sure you check out the SOS band. Great stuff. Let's start off with VCLT. A couple that I want to show here, and I'll start off with this stack here, which is some stuff I got from Peter, actually. You know, from way over the seas. Well, I guess, if I remember correctly, I think Peter lives in the Netherlands, I think. Hopefully I'm right about that, but I believe Peter's in the Netherlands. But he sent over a really cool postcard, which is really nice. Had a little message written on the back there. Again, really appreciate it. And sent over a number of cool things. He sent a couple of cassettes, which are two absolute classics. You know, Michael Jackson's Thriller and Mariah Carey's Music Box. I mean, everybody knows those albums, so very cool stuff there. And then he sent over a number of CDs too, which were really cool. And I've been so freaking busy lately, I haven't had a chance to listen to all of them all the way through, but I've probably listened to about half of them. So one here is a Typo Negative, kind of a maxi single, or 3-track single there. This is My Girlfriend's Girlfriend. I have not listened to this one yet, but if that cover is any indication, I think I'm going to love it. Next, I've listened to a little bit of this so far, but DRI Live. And yeah, I remember throwing it in, and after the intro went through and that first song, the thrash hard came in, I was like, this is going to be good stuff. So, I mean, so far, this has been a great one. As well as this one, too. Maybe my favorite one out of the bunch so far, which is it Moon Sorrow? Yeah, Moon Sorrow. Really, really cool stuff. So I've listened to the first disc of that so far. And then I've also had a chance to check these two out, which is, I've never heard of this group really, Buffalo Tom. Just kind of two maxi singles. One is Treehouse, and the other one is Soda Jerk? Yeah, Soda Jerk. So those are two cool maxi singles by them. And of course I knew exactly what this one was as soon as it popped up. I mean, it's a single of a White Zombie Supercharger Heaven. Really, really cool stuff. Oh, I love when what's her name was back in the group too, man. She was good stuff. Another 3-track single here with Vengeance. As the Last Teardrop Falls, just kind of a maxi single. I love that 3rd track on here, which was something tight, I believe. What was the name of that? Hold On Tight. That was a really cool track, so that was good stuff. And then it's Alice in Chains. I haven't had a chance to listen to this one yet. I'm sure that's going to be great, as well as Delane. So again, I mean, it was just a nice box of just all kind of goodies, a good range of music in there too. So again, Peter, thank you so very much for thinking about me and sending that package over. Let you know I did get it, and I have certainly been enjoying it. So thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. The other person I want to make sure I give some VCLT thanks to is Dan, Vinyl Fury. He kind of not kind of, he gave me a pretty cool hookup actually, because he showed something in one of his videos, and I was like, man, that's an awesome piece. I need to get my hands on one of those. And he was like, well, you know, there's been one sitting at my shop like forever. And I'm like, okay. And then he told me the price of it too, and I'm like, are you sure you got the right album? Because I was expecting it to be so much more. He's like, yeah. He's like, you know, if you want to shoot me over some cash or whatever, and I do a PayPal thing, I'll pick it up for you. Or he was like, I have a bunch of stuff going on this weekend. I'll try to get something that. And like, I sent him the cash over, and it almost seemed like a few hours later, he was like, I got it, I got to go somewhere, I'll get it out to you this afternoon. I'm like, holy cow, okay. So, damn, man, I really appreciate this. I know you had a bunch of stuff going on in that weekend, and you took the time out of your day just to hook me up with that, like, lightning fast. And what it was this Sepultura, which is Against. So, I really, really appreciate you taking the time out and getting that over to me. It was brand new, sealed copy, the whole nine. I mean, it was super cheap, half of what I thought I would pay for it. And like I said, he jumped right on it and hooked me up big time. So, cannot tell you how much I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. And I did get your, actually, let me pull this out really quick. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I did get the card, or kind of card / insert that you sent in there. And I love when stuff like this comes over too, because, you know, I keep, as I mentioned before, all the little notes and letters that people send. I always keep that inside of the vinyl or CDs that they send me. But when you guys do stuff like this and make these big pieces and everything, these all go up in my music room. So I have like this sitting right on the side of my cassette wall over there. If you look on that side over there, I mean, there's like stuff from LJ and everything, all these bigger type things that you guys send over to VCLT. They don't just get tossed. They become a permanent part of the music room. So I have to do a tour of that sometime and show how you guys are all over my music room. But again, Dan, thank you so much, man, for taking the time out to do that. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Sepultura collection is really growing. Let's see. I'll do the one other CD that I got, because this is one that I've been searching for forever, ever. Cadillac Records. They actually released this on vinyl, and about maybe 3 years ago, I was in a record shop in the Kansas City area, and they had one for like brand new for like 20-something bucks, and I was like, I'll get it later. I don't want to pay 20 bucks for it now. And now you can't freaking find those anywhere, and I want one so bad. And even searching for the CD, I mean, typically you're only finding those brand new, and they were running $15, $16, and I refuse to pay that much for a CD. I don't care how bad I want it. I will not pay 15 bucks for a CD, unless it's a new Godsmack release or a new Metallica release. Other than that, I will not. I got an eBay bid one low or something else. But regardless, I told a friend of mine that I wanted a CD, and she was in a store a while ago, and she was like, boom, I found one for $4.99. I was like, pick it up. So yeah, the soundtrack to Cadillac Records. And if any of you happen to stumble across the vinyl or have a copy you want to sell, trade, whatever the case may be, let me know, because I would love to get this on vinyl. But yeah, it's just from the soundtrack, which is one of my favorite movies without question. A lot of great stuff on here. I mean, it doesn't sound like it would be something that's kind of neat, because you have, like in the movie, for example, Mos Def played the character of Chuck Berry. So all the Chuck Berry covers on the soundtrack, it's actually Mos Def singing. And so, you know, it's all the actors singing the actual songs. It's not, you know, the original artist. But they all did such a great job. I mean, Beyonce played Etta James, so she does At Last, as well as Once in a Lifetime, which is really the song I absolutely wanted off of this. I can't stand Beyonce's music. I do not like anything about it. It's just disgusting stuff to me. But I love Beyonce. I think just she as a person just seems like a good human being, just a good person. And I'm sure she would appreciate that more than actually liking her music. So I love her in that sense. But the song Once in a Lifetime off of here is a killer track. I mean, I love that song. But yeah, again, just a lot of different covers, Muddy Waters stuff, Little Walter stuff. I mean, just Really, really great soundtrack. Anyway, spent a lot of time on that CD. Let's move along. Let's go vinyl next. I picked this up. Copy of REO. Excuse me. REO Speedwagon. This is a one that I didn't have. Probably favorite song off of this is Keep Pushing. I mean, this is early REO, you know. Which again, too, you listen to some of this, and if you really didn't know REO Speedwagon, you wouldn't think this was REO Speedwagon. I mean, before they got really mushy 80s, which I happen to love, before they went that route, I mean, they were kind of a pretty rockin' type of band. And this is one of those albums that definitely kind of shows that. Next up, I don't think I showed this one already. Golden Earring, Moontan. Maybe I did show it. Oh, well, anyway, if so, you get another peek at it. Found this in a dollar bin, actually, which is kind of cool. And of course, remember the song Radar Love? It's off this album right here, so really cool stuff. Here's another one I picked up. Wasn't very familiar with this album, but it's the band Heaven. And this is just kind of your nice, you know, good right-in-your-face hair metal type stuff. I saw the cover and thought, let me pull it out and take a listen. You know, kind of looked very angel-like, that type of thing. And it's rocking stuff, man. It's a really, really good album. So, really cool cover, too, of Knocking on Heaven's Door on here, which is kind of cool. But, yeah, they are definitely kind of pounding hair metal type stuff. But I definitely recommend that album. And you know, I rant and raved about this CD a while ago, and same friend hooked me up with the Cadillac Records. It's really interesting too because they're just starting to build, they're starting to collect. I mean, the VC has kind of caught on with them as well, so they're starting to really get into music, just kind of purchase a system that we're getting all set up and everything like that. And so if you remember that thread we did a while ago about if someone was starting up a collection, a record collection, and you were going and hitting the bins, like what are the 10 albums you would pick out for them, you know, at dollar bins or whatever the case may be. And so I actually did that. I went out and did those 10, which is kind of cool. And so in return, they kind of hooked me up with this too, because they knew I was looking for a copy of this and found it, which is the Neon Indians. I have the CD, but now it's kind of cool to have the vinyl too. So that was another good find. So once they kind of get everything set up, I'll probably do like a little introduction with them just to introduce the vinyl community so you guys can start interacting with it as well. Another good pickup in the dollar bin, Molly Hatchet. Never had a lot of Molly Hatchet stuff. I picked up one piece a few weeks ago. This is only the second thing I've ever owned by them. But again, just kind of that whole, I guess you call it kind of southern rock thing. Some old Journey here. Another good addition. Coney Hatch, Hey Operator, 12-inch single. Pretty cool stuff. And I couldn't pass up this one in a dollar bin. Donna Summers. Very nice condition. This is Bad Girls, which of course has Hot Stuff and Bad Girls on it. It's a nice 2 LP set. And again, I just saw it for $1 and I was like, I cannot pass this up. Donna's my girl. Donna's my girl. So, another good dollar bin pickup. Now, the very last thing I want to show you is some VHS tapes that I picked up. And I basically got these on, I don't know, I've been having a lot of luck recently with flipping stuff. You know, I've been picking up a lot of stuff here and there, but I have not been spending any money. But it's because I've had a lot of good finds that I've been able to sell and kind of, you know, really make my money grow to have something to spend about other things. Because I do have some new equipment that I picked up, a new 8-track player and a couple other things, which I got off a trade, as well as a lot of this vinyl and other stuff that I'm showing. The biggest one, though, and I just want to kind of share this because I don't know if you guys are ever out at record shows. I know like Craig was just at one. He just did a video. You know, when I'm shopping for records, not only am I looking for stuff that I may want, but I'm also looking for stuff that's extremely underpriced that I might be able to sell somewhere else. You know, because this can be a very expensive addiction. So if I can find a record I can buy for $5 and go sell it somewhere for 25 or 30, you know, to me that's a $30 grill that I want. I can get it for $5. You know, that's kind of the way that I look at it. So I think I showed you guys in a video about maybe a month or two ago, something like that, that there were two jazz records that I picked up: a Duke Pearson Profile on original Blue Note and a Sonny Rollins Tour de Force, I believe is what it's called, on original Prestige. And the guy was just like, yeah, I just found these. I got them out of a estate sale, whatever. You know, $3 a piece. You can have them. And I was looking at them at first, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I really know those artists. I don't, or at least, you know, I don't know those records or whatever. Then I thought, wait a second, if that's original, it's like, yeah, I'll take them. And so I bought those for $3 a piece. I just sold that Duke Pearson last week for $149. You know, and the Sonny Rollins, there was one on eBay in a condition not as good as the one that I got, that sold for $203. And so I was like, well, I'm keeping the Sonny Rollins. I actually like that record, but I sold the Duke Pearson, and then of course used that money to buy a bunch of different stuff. So again, I don't know, just kind of throwing it out there. I always get a lot of questions about my shelving units and stuff like that, but I think maybe sometimes it'd be good for us to share some of the tips that we may come across when it comes to how we save money or, you know, generate money to buy all the stuff that we want to. Always keep an eye out for that. You know, you see something underpriced and you know you can buy it and flip it for something 2-3 times as much. That's a good way to fund your addiction. So yeah, that Pearson sale was cool. I mean, that was a $145 profit on a $3 buy. But anyway, let me get back to what I used some of that money to buy. Some of the records you saw, as well as these. Picked up Metallica, Cliff 'Em All, VHS. Very cool. Metallica Cunning Stunts. Another good pickup. Queensryche Video Mind Crime. Sorry, I'm a little too close there. Phil Collins, But Seriously. Def Leppard in the Round live. The one and only classic, Spinal Tap. And Rolling Stones, Bridge to Babylon. And then these three, I'm not exactly sure, but they look pretty cool, so I picked them up. It's the History of Rock and Roll. One is the 70s, Have a Nice Decade. The other one is Guitar Heroes, which is still sealed. And this one also is sealed, plugged in. So, yes, I'm kind of looking forward to going through and seeing what's on those. They look kind of cool, but those are just some of the VHS tapes I've added to the collection. So, I guess that's about it for new stuff. I might do a little tour or something and show you a little bit later some of the new stereo equipment I picked up. A couple things I'm still waiting to get in and so forth. But yeah, like I said, I'll be back tonight and I will do the contest drawing and also do my album of the week. So as always, take care, VC. Again, Peter, Dan, thank you very much for the hookup. I really appreciate it. And we will talk to you guys soon. All right, take care, VC.